When was your moment of workplace revenge? My manager Ryan had this toxic habit. He'd toss me his disasters, then stroll into the office Monday like I'd been twiddling my thumbs for 10 months straight. Truth was, I'd been single-handedly managing his entire business line while he collected every ounce of credit. This pattern had gone on way too long. Ryan would commit to impossible project timelines, delegate everything to me, then disappear to wine and dine clients. Projects succeeded. He'd present his accomplishments to leadership. Projects tanked. Suddenly that was my responsibility. Last Friday, I'm finally escaping after a brutal week when my phone lights up at 11:52 p.m. Ryan, predictably. Warehouse emergency. Serious shipment issue. Be there 5:30 a.m. sharp. Martinez deal depends on it. Don't screw this up. Saturday, 5:15 a.m. I'm dragging myself into the warehouse. A shipping container had arrived. Destroyed. Half of Martinez Corporation's order ruined. Water damage, shattered pallets, products everywhere. The next 16 hours, I'm battling chaos. Documenting damaged goods, calling suppliers for rush replacements, fielding increasingly panicked calls from Martinez's procurement team who needed everything by Monday. Ryan's texting, nonstop. What's the status? How much longer? Can you handle the Martinez call? I don't really know the details. Meanwhile, his social media shows him at the country club, cocktail in hand, clueless about the disaster he'd dumped on me. By 10 p.m., I'd pulled off a miracle. Emergency air freight scheduled, losses documented. Martinez impressed with our response time. I'm dead tired, but I'd saved a $250,000 contract. Monday morning, Ryan breezes in at 10:20 a.m., latte in hand. We have our monthly ops review at 2 p.m. with regional director Mike. So I heard Martinez's shipment had major issues this weekend. Mike begins. Ryan adjusts his tie, shifting into performance mode. Yeah, pretty intense situation. Logistics nightmare. But I jumped right in to handle it. Personally, I'm sitting 2 feet away, watching this theater unfold in real time. Container was completely wrecked. Ryan continues confidently. Product scattered, client breathing down our necks, had to coordinate emergency replacements, manage the whole crisis response. Mike's nodding, taking notes. Sounds like you really stepped up under pressure. That's leadership, Ryan says. Sometimes you gotta roll up your sleeves and get dirty. The team was overwhelmed by the complexity, but I guided them through. Martinez was initially furious, Ryan adds, but my quick thinking and direct communication saved the relationship. They even complimented our crisis management. Mike looks impressed. Excellent work, Ryan. This is exactly the leadership initiative we need. That's when I decided I'd heard enough. Ryan, I said calmly, pulling out my phone. Should I show Mike our text conversation from Saturday? His confident expression cracked. You know those 52 messages where you kept asking for updates because you had no clue what was actually happening? I started scrolling. Here's a good one. Saturday, 3:45 p.m. Ryan, what's current status? Me. Still sorting damaged inventory. Ryan, how much longer? Mike's eyebrows shot up. Oh, here's my favorite. I continued. Saturday, 9:20 p.m. Ryan, can you handle Martinez? Call tomorrow? I don't really know technical details. Ryan's face went red. That's completely out of context. Is it though? I kept scrolling. Because there's also this interesting coincidence. You posting photos from the country club at 2:30 p.m. right when I was coordinating with emergency freight carriers. I turned my phone toward Mike, showing Ryan's social media, and laughing with buddies on the golf course while I was knee-deep in damaged inventory. Mike looked from the phone to Ryan, then back to me. So you handled this entire weekend crisis alone? 16 hours start to finish. While Ryan was strategically managing from the golf course, the conference room went silent. Mike closed his notebook and stood. Ryan, my office. Now, and bring your laptop. I want to see all your project reports from the last quarter. As they walked out, Ryan shot me a death glare. I just smiled and started organizing my actual work. 2 hours later, Mike returned. We need to discuss some discrepancies in Ryan's reports. Can you provide documentation of your contributions over the past 10 months? Over the next 2 weeks, HR investigated. Turns out 3 other team members had similar stories. Ryan had been systematically taking credit for our work. The text messages from that weekend were just the catalyst Mike needed to dig deeper. Ryan was reassigned to an individual contributor role in another department. I got promoted to team lead, not his exact position, but a real step up with actual recognition. Sometimes justice takes time, but those 52 desperate texts, worth every minute of that hellish weekend,